What the deal, baby? Just like that, I'm back with another pickup video. Now, I'm doing this one kind of close to my last one only because I've got pickups that, has been sitting there, but like, so I was like, let me just do a video on them, you know what I'm saying? While I ain't listened to them yet. And this one is kind of a interesting video today. And you'll find out why in a little bit. But first, we're gonna start off with some records. How about that? All right, we got Pointer Sisters at the Opera House live. I like live music, so I checked it out. I wasn't really a fan of this one, but it's all right. It's all right. You know how sometimes you buy stuff just because of the cover? Well, that's what I did when I picked this up. Look at this cover. Just two beautiful, strong women. You know what I'm saying? Black women. But then it's like, okay, what is this though? You know what I mean? So then I flip it over on the back, and what does that say? Rush Management. So I'm like, okay, if Russell Simmons is messing with this, then it's gotta be dope, cause he don't mess around with no BS. He didn't want to sign Nas because he said he sound too much like G-Rap, and G-Rap don't sell no records. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. So, but anyway, I just bought this just because of the cover, how dope it was, and then that it was from Rush Management. So, uh, Cookie Crew. It's called Cookie Crew. Born This Way. Cookie Crew, Born This Way. All right. I don't even want to know where I want to go next because all these pickups are just so exciting to me, man. Now, I'm from Chicago, right? And Gary, Indiana is not far from Chicago. So, you know, you gotta fuck with the babyface killer. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Gibbs, baby. Hey, I've been listening to Freddie Gibbs since like 2009. You know what I'm saying? Right before he came out with that Babyface Killer mixtape. But this one is a Tonight Show. Freddie Gibbs and DJ Fresh, 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 Fresh. Now, this is sealed. It's brand new. I haven't even listened to it yet. So I can't wait to check it out. But that's that one. Okay, I don't even know which one I want to save for last because I like both of these albums. Now, I say the other one for last. I'll Jadakiss. Was this Ignatius, right? What's the name of it, right? You go and you know, try to put up a video and you don't even know the name of the album. I'm also, man, this has to be called. Anyway, if y'all know the name of the album, put it down in the comments. But I picked this one up, man. I had to. I could have got it new, but like I was saying, I really don't care about stuff like that. I'm eventually listen to it, so, you know. But last but not least, the homies. The homies, the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you guys ever like listened to some people so much where you think you know them or something like that? Not like know them, but like, you know what I'm saying? So, kind of like where I grew up on New Edition, and you just got that, you know, same thing how I am with these guys. You know what I mean? Like, these my bud brothers here. These my bud brothers here. So, Smoke DZA and Currency, Prestige Worldwide. Dope, dope album. Man, when I saw this, I grabbed this with the quickness. Man, y'all just, man, hey, these are my guys. Man, I'm still mad I couldn't find that Fetty with Freddie Gibbs and Currency for record. I really wanted that one bad. But anyway, so those are my record pickups. But here comes the funny part of the video. Hold up real quick though. Hold up real quick. Cause I got more pickups. I got more pickups from that day, but I was trying to, save it or whatever, but I'm just gonna run through them real fast before I get to the ones that really want to talk about because it's funny. All right, so first we got Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, single, Wild Side. Now, I don't remember this song, but I just picked this up for nostalgia. If y'all don't know who Marky Mark is, that's Mark Wahlberg. Before he did Dirk Diggler and all that, he was Marky Mark. So that's that one. We got DeBarge, Rhythm of the Night. Angela Winbush. Love her voice. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. You know what I'm saying? Got that album. Got a little bit of Natalie Cole. You gotta have some Natalie Cole in your collection, man. I'm just telling you. We got the OJs. I think I got this one already, but but then we got UNV. I remember them from the 90s. And then we got my guy Freddie Jackson. Just like the first time out. All right, so that's all those tapes that I grabbed real quick. But here comes to the funny part of my video. Now I know with a lot of records and stuff like that, like they got like bootleg versions. And like with some of the bootleg versions, like they're like, sought after or stuff like that, especially like old bootleg t-shirts and posters and stuff like that. But with tapes, like with bootleg tapes, are they sought after or whatever? Okay, but anyway, the funny part of the reason why it's funny is because like I was at the record store and all those tapes that I just showed y'all, I picked those up, but then we had some other tapes that was with them, and I'm like, man, they got this on tape? And it was like so many copies of them, and I just couldn't understand it at first. But then I started looking at them and realized that they were bootleg. But a few of them I didn't realize like right off until I got them at home. But this is the time. I don't even know the name of this one. Oh, Pandemonium. It's just spelled all crazy, Pandemonium, the time. But I'll get into how you can tell a bootleg. Okay, we have The Boys. The Saga Continues. We have Special Ed. I couldn't believe they had this. This is when I was like, man, I couldn't believe, but Special Ed Legal. X-Clan. And then JJ Fad. Now, when I first started realizing that it was a bootleg was when I was looking at the JJ Fad, because like all the covers were like different colors. Like some of them were like, the colors and like the name was like stood out more or whatever, and some of them looked kind of like faded and stuff like that. And then, I just started looking at it and I'm like, hold up. But then like it wasn't really clicking on my mind when I was at the store because I thought this was like the only bootleg. I thought this is the only one. Like this is the only one that I caught. I was like, oh, those are bootlegs. So I just kind of got the best one, you know, just to have it or whatever. But when you look at like bootlegs, you could just tell that it is just from the writing on the tape because sometimes it's just not clear or whatever. The writing ain't clear. But then the biggest giveaway is this. You can see how that is, right? Look at the back. You know, so the other day when I was looking through these tapes, you know, I'm like, man, they done sold me so many bootlegs, you know what I mean? So, you know, the X-Clan is the same way. You can see, you know, and all the other ones are too. But then I realized when I got home that I had already had the boys. I realized I already had the boys. So that's the bootleg. And this is the real version. This is the real version. You see? You see how that folds out? And they got all this versus the bootleg where it's just this. So funny. So my question is, I mean, are bootlegs sought after like that? You know, cause I got like, you know, I don't know if I want to cover this on this video or a different one. You know, like if I should just wait to see what y'all comment down in the comments and then, you know, get back on this bootleg. But this is the original, the boys. And this is the bootleg. So you can kind of see that the writing don't even match up. The writing doesn't even match up. It doesn't look the same. Like they didn't even try to do that back in the day. They ain't try to do all that. As long as the cover looked the same, that's all that really mattered. Now, I guess I'll get on the topic of bootlegs since I'm covering it already, you know. So, like with back in the day, I used to buy a whole bunch of bootleg tapes simply because I was broke. I didn't have it. And when I first started buying bootlegs, I didn't know like that thing weren't the real thing, you know. So like you go on the train, and I grew up in Chicago, so you go and get on the L train, and then you got these people that are selling tapes, socks, incense, you know, all that different stuff on the train. So then, you know, you got the guy, you know, coming up and selling tapes and stuff, and you looking at the tapes, and I've been into music since I was been a little kid, so like I always had tapes and CDs and things like that. My cat trying to go at my records. But anyway, so I bought a lot of bootlegs from off the train, but then like at the beauty supply stores and stuff like that, they always had a display case where they had tapes and stuff in there, and those were bootlegs too. So besides those that I just showed you, I'll go over some of my bootleg tapes that I have in my collection. Man, as I'm looking, I have a lot of classics. Bootleg. I'm aging myself, man. So this the cow. This is the cow. Bootleg like a mug. Man, I used to be so ashamed that it's like, I'm glad I didn't throw them away because like I was thinking about throwing my bootlegs away, I mean a while ago, but I'm glad I didn't because, you know, now it's just, I can share them with y'all. Wu-Tang Clan. When Wu-Tang first dropped, I was a sophomore in high school. And I remember buying that on the train. That was like one of the first bootlegs I bought. I'm from the hood, y'all. The Dayton family. You know what I'm saying? This album right here is dope. It's a bootleg though. Thug Life. All these gonna be from the same, 94, 95. E40. In a major way. Is this the one that got Sprinkle Me on it? I don't know. But then we got AA Aaliyah. I'm about to say AALIYH. Escape. Man, I had mad bootleg Shy. Then I got a couple soundtracks. Friday soundtrack and Panther. So just let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about bootlegs. I could have just made a whole nother video on bootlegs itself, but since my pickups, I accidentally, kinda accidentally picked up some bootlegs from the record store. Like, if that happened to you, how would y'all feel about that? When you get home, just to realize that the tapes that you bought were bootleg. They weren't even an authentic thing. How would you feel about that? Just let me know in the comments. I'm in this video right here. So just hit that like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one. I'm out.